gonna come forth out of this generation.
Right?
When
It's Sirach 30 and verse 3. It's Sirach 30 and verse 1. It says, he that loveth his son causeth him off to feel the rod.
yeah, cause it is off the field the run. I think it's in chapter 43. It says of things not to be ashamed of often correcting his son, roughly paraphrasing. Alright? Because when you correct your son, you're raising your son to be you. That is what you're doing. You're raising your son not to only be you, but to be better than you. Because let's say the ideals, alright, and the morals that you have as an adult, as a grown man, you would not have gone with those morals. You would have picked up those along the way. So therefore, when you teach your young son your morals, your ideals, alright? Guess what? That young son, by the time he reach a man, he gonna be at your level or beyond it. And throughout his journey in life, he's gonna acquire more and add to that knowledge, just like with the book of Sirach. The book of Sirach is knowledge from father unto son, from father unto son all the way down. So they added onto knowledge, added to knowledge. Alright? And that's one of the reasons why they separated us, you know, in slavery, because you know all the knowledge being taught. So it says, you know, he that if you love your son, you know, you cause him often to pass under the mud, because foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. Right?
If I may say that, if you had a father now who was in the truth, who was under the righteousness teacher coming up, then it will, you might you won't have to come here and then pick up the streets then. You will already have somebody who will teach you the ropes coming up. And you know, and you just pass it on to your son then.
Exactly. You don't have a start over. It's like a baton race. You just continue.
They come like High Priest Yaquab and High Priest Arya. You understand? Like High Priest Yaquab, if I can remember, knew he was always an Israelite, right? Somebody came and tell him that, and then he brought someone Ella Abel Gibbons and then teach High Priest Arya, right? And High Priest Arya was teacher in Oneness. Verse 2 it says, he that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance.
Yeah. You know, it is you allow your children and them. And you know, it's so backward that they could say that is a wicked thing. For a young woman at the age of 14, it's a wicked thing for a young woman at the age of 14 to marry. But it's not a wicked thing for a 5-year-old to say, I want to have an exchange in sex.
Yeah, talk about
You know this world's so backward, right? That a man 30 years old, if he choose to be with a woman 18 years old, they look alike. But according to the law, she's legal. But then society was like, dang, it's a little girl, but she's legal. So then what is your really saying? What is your really trying to say?
yeah, and majority of these men who say, because these are some men who are majority of the men are saying that their mothers and grandparents started birth children at 14 and 15 and 20. And was me housewife with these. Because they learned that growing up. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 23, chapter 7 verse 23. As thou children instruct them, and bow down their neck from their youth. As thou daughters have a care of their body, and shew not thyself cheerful towards them. Marry thy daughter, and so shall thou have performed a weighty matter, but give her to a man of understanding.
Because we just scratching the surface of our legal age of consent too. Because we speaking about 18 because that's what we know in this part of the world.
Okay.
But other parts of the world, the legal age of consent can start from all the way from 12, 13, 14, 15 in other parts of the world. So that's why Esau does leave his country and go to other countries where the legal age of consent is different and have a good time.
Can. Like Dominica Republic, yeah. They go to that, I don't know if it's the Philippines too, but they go,
Philippines as well.
yeah,
And all that age, man.
can, yeah, Thailand and all them places. And let's go Thailand for boys too. I had that TikTok where the Edomite was telling the thing that, hey, you real pretty. He say the thing say everybody pretty. He say no, you real pretty. He say something he ask it.
I'm a boy.
And the thing say, I'm a boy. And he's like, he said, nah, you can't be a boy. He said, no, I'm a boy. I'm a boy. He's the lady boy. And then had a next one up, where the guy, you know, like Tekashi 6ix9ine and them two white boys and them had the kind of mad hair. They called Island Boys. Right? It had a Asian fella looking like that with green hair and tattoos and shit. And he said, yeah, man, it's weekend and the lady boys out.
Yeah.
And the lady boys out. So they into that shit too.
So the judgment is not true judgment because they would sit down, like them judges would sit down in the US and judge men as they say who will probably go with a 30 or 18-year-old and these things. And probably there wasn't legal age of consent with 21 somewhere in the US and things. But then go to Asia and have a 14-year-old boy or a 14-year-old girl and then come back. So you know, they're not double standard.
And you see one of the things that they do, they're fulfilling this basically mandate that they have underneath the NSSM, you understand? Where it is now, they're trying to say, send these girls and them to school, right? And they might not mature enough for certain things, but what they're trying to do, and to me school is just foolishness. I'm trying them all learn to play and anything in blasted school, right? Until what? They'll be studying so much the career, they will give them things on the TV to show them how other girls in other parts of the world living, and it's better to go to school and have an education and a career.
School is really a streamline to bring back the old spirits that master and whatever they was doing before into the lot back on this time. Right? They have a reason why many of the elect didn't do good in school. You know, many of the so-called we call ourselves the hopeful elect. Right? We didn't do good in school because school we were not designed to be programmed for this system. School in this time is a waste of time because what? The system to come, the time to come, right, according to the NWO plans, right, they just want to have 10% of the population and they're going to be servants, servitors and technicians. And they already have that, them people.
So when you look at the word school in the etymology, right, it says this is from Greek. Skole, spare time, leisure, rest, ease, idleness. Understand?
Right, so true
originally a holding back.
Wow.
As Bora said, with the New World Order, because when you go back in the Population Control Act that they had so long ago that they don't want to post it anymore, they would have put Trinidad, Philippines, the whole of the Caribbean under the world population plan, where they will at a certain point they will implement free education, especially to the women, especially young women, as a means to keep the population down, and Trinidad and Tobago fall under that plan from back in 1800s. So where you see recently, it had a push for free education in this country, and it was pushing young women to have free education. That was a plan that I had back then, so that women were more study about studying and study about a career rather than making children. And it actually worked very well. You can look at the average woman who have a career 100%. She don't study to make any children. All she studied to do is put her career forward, and probably down in her 30s, 40s, she might make one child
and to be a hope. And to be a hope, because when they go through high school, when they go through college especially, they teach you to be loose.
Right? That is the same NSS. I have it on my phone. Yeah, I have it. I'll send it to you. And what they're actually going to? I'll get it. Right?
I have a precept just real quick before you go off of what Marcus I just read when you look up school. They say about what leisure. It says something about leisure. Right, this is spare time, right? This is Sirach 38:24. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that had little business shall become wise. You see, what really and truly, when you go into the scriptures, Yahweh Shai was a carpenter who the world everyone called Jesus Christ. He was a carpenter. Why? Because he was the son of Joseph, the carpenter. So the father teaches the son the trade. Right? The woman, the daughters, the scriptures talk about the daughters in Peter, right? Women to teach the daughters how to be. right? To keep the house, right? To love their husbands and to serve their husband. That's the edification that's supposed to be handed down. All right?
When they go in school, now, people say, well, school benefited. I remember years ago, I think it was like 2012 or 2013, I was watching that documentary where big businessmen, billionaires were saying school don't make sense. One man, he was saying that basically when you call in this country secondary school, he said he never made it out of secondary school, he's a billionaire. The school don't basically make you smart. You understand? Because when you really look at it, when you go in school they don't teach you how to make somebody else's money. They don't teach you how to be a businessman. They don't teach you about money, because if you look at with TikTok now, all of a sudden they start to learn about money,
entrepreneurship,
how to start a business, how to further yourself,
how to make a bank. How to make a bank. Because you can make a bank within your own family.
And they don't teach you that in society. They don't teach us with all them information.
Hey, I went on with the Wallenberg family. I got to find out about them yesterday. You understand? And it had two families. I forget the one before, but they was around the same sector. But when America they crashed at some point in time, the head of the family, Wallenberg, went back in Sweden and he opened a bank. And what he did, the other family crashed because they didn't. He only leave the family business to one person. But what Wallenberg did, he taught everybody, and just like what the Rothschilds did, you understand. And his family basically flourishing amongst even the Rothschilds. This is one of the wealthiest of the Rothschilds.
Because what they keep knowledge, we take this up. Because I think the one that sponsored the education curriculum that we have. And the syllabus is, I think it was a Rockefeller. You understand? Now, one of the things we need that thing, I can't remember, I think it was billions, and not billions or millions in his time, he actually funded into the school system to teach about fossil fuel.
To lie about fossil fuel.
Right, to lie about, because what happened with oil is a business now. And the same thing we do with with diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah.
Diamonds.
The
Diamonds is like stones.
Yeah.
You understand? So they push in the media that diamonds rare. So they make and hold back diamonds a certain amount from the market. So it will look like it's in high demand. So just give it a high price. When really and truly diamonds, like anybody they can find diamonds.
Now we have laboratory made diamonds.
Yeah, can't.
You understand? And you can't tell the difference.
No, you could
There's some that is still the tester.
Yeah.
It's still showing a positive on the tester.
It will show positive, but when you look through the microscope, you can see the cuts. You will see the difference.
For the natural eye,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Right. But I remember a diamond is only shine after you polish it, you know.
And one of the ways that the market diamonds is true.
Yeah, that's what they did. They use this woman, Elizabeth Taylor. She was the face of promoting, because remember they control the media. The whole thing was they had the media, and what they push, they make you interested in that. So they use Elizabeth Taylor as the face of diamonds.
Yeah, that's what it is with celebrities. Because like this, I figure we put this with pictures, like somebody would make a picture and they sell it for how much, hundreds of thousands now. NFTs, like you paid, Eminem paid how much thousands for NFT the other day, like somebody just making a picture like art and you just pay like with cents, but you see the push with the celebrities in it, so everybody go join the bandwagon.
So now, they make it something desired because these celebrities desire it.
Exactly.
So you want to be like them.
So I was gonna say with the fossil fuel now, when they did with the fossil fuel, Rockefeller, they actually, I can't remember if it's millions or billions, he actually funded in the school system to teach that fuel comes from fossilized dinosaur bones.
Yeah.
Misinformation.
So basically, you only have so much bones to turn into oil, so it have a high price because it's rare.
And
but it's something naturally occurring in the earth.
So like next thing that he do, a byproduct, something that they didn't know when it was pumping and processing was a gel or a jelly on the side of the tanks and the pipes. Petroleum jelly. And he take that and they hype that shit up too. Petroleum jelly ain't good for you.
One of the I think it's he self took away the study of medicine. Herbs, and started the pump in school at herbs.
Not tested, not validated and all that shit.
Herbs wasn't. We started to push the
To demonize it?
Yeah. Basically demonize the use of herbs and
Push modern
pharmacology.
Pharmacology, yes.
And pump chemicals into the herbs and
He do eating already?
mass produce it and then eventually get rid of herbs. Use of herbs.
So I see today
Ah.
that right now the FDA ban Aki.
Right,
Yeah, they ban Aki. So like you can't use Aki in no product to sell. You understand? Because they say it is this thing what is happening with your brain. I think it's seizures. I think they say it can help prevent that Aki. And FDA ban it.
Which Aki?
Aki, fruit Aki
From Jamaica could have Aki and Akai. ACAI, which is like a berry. Alright.
Yeah.
Now, when in pharmacology, they were teaching that all medication derived from plants. But then they tell the old pharmacy and they tell the modern pharmacy. But the modern pharmacy now, they don't just push synthetic medication. That basically they took all the they took the plants.
They pattern the plant.
Down the DNA of the plants. They just took the DNA and then make their own synthetic DNA and paste together in a tablet and give it now. So your body will mimic the act there. Like when you look at vitamin C, you don't see vitamin C being anything out of plants, so it will be an acid. So they take acid and make vitamin C, so your body will kind of again. So that's why when you do pharmacology as well, you understand that all these vitamins and minerals and synthetic drugs will cause cancer eventually. They don't do anything for you.
They really don't have that balance that like when the angels created that balance, it was good.
Just like I was watching today, them sunscreens, they say the sunscreens that just cause skin cancer, not them going out inside the sun, because the chemicals that they say, the person was saying if you take them same chemicals that they have in the sunscreen, it have carcinogens, and the FDA will ban it. So all these times these people and them complain about skin cancer is because of the same blasted skin.
Yeah, because they put in the sunscreen and baking it into the cell.
Yeah, can.
They're baking it into the cell.
Which is total stupidity, because your body need that vitamin D.
Now why the scripture say they are all forges of lies, physicians of no value. You understand? Because so like, and I tell you, like thanks to TikTok, when they want to ban it, real information coming out. Because you remember years back when they tell you that cancer hereditary, and that you will get cancer because it runs in your family.
Diabetes too.
Yeah. So now they show you that basically a guy needed a doctor did a test, and like the people with cancers, and what happened when he noticed is like people that had a deficiency in vitamin D. That is who you would mostly find cancers, surviving in. You understand?
And acidic bodies too.
You understand? It's basically a deficiency. Because your body needs to heal itself, because if you check it, you don't see cancers in animals.
When I get so-called chicken bonus or some orange juice I drink and stand up in the sun, that thing probably lasts 2-3 hours.
Back in the 1700s, people still literally die from vitamin C deficiency, and they used to be like you have AIDS. They used to die from vitamin C, and like cancer back then, like you have AIDS.
That is scurvy on the ships. Yeah, scurvy on the ships. Yeah. That's osteoporosis, calcium.
But that better bones will go back to eating pork too. Because eating pork, it have a room that
Chachina.
your bones and things.
Chachina.
And when you get older, it can cause your bones to be brittle.
Chachina. Yeah, acid spitting worm. Chachina, pyrosis. Chachina was the worm. Yeah.
But it's 3 types.
Churchina, acid spitting worm, and I forget
Three
it.
types, I can't
I can't remember the last one.
I wonder if there's that same one they say that's hang upside down in the brain and cause certain cavities. That's why 2/3 of people do this fucking so.
Yeah, that's it, you know.
Yeah.
No, but it's basically his way you eat.
Sure.
So no, you know what is breathing in your body because of your food.
Somebody just said in nature, you don't see animals getting cancer.
Yeah.
Right? But except for when they do it in the lab, and what they doing in the lab, they feed the animals certain foods. There's food that they feed the animals, and they see the animals with only tumors, like that bad cat rat shit that you're eating there.
Yeah.
That had to have cancer. That had to have cancer.
Now they saying salt ain't good for you, right?
Yeah.
But they should it are animals that they seek out salt.
The monkey. The thing with the monkey and
Mountain goats,
Yeah.
they say moose. Animals they seek out salt.
horse become my
Elephants.
my manager here horses, and he just buy a big salt block for them to lick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it show like with elephants and thing, animals that are in captivity. When they can't really see this push like this, as I said, like salt block for them to lick because they can't get it outside. Animals just seek out salt. But then they come and take the salt not good for you.
The scripture
But it's
says-
kinda giving it.
Even I watch a video where they show you a giraffe in a zoo, and the giraffe actually licking the walls to get minerals and things.
Yeah. And they say mineral salts.
So it's just wicked and people, right?
I remember Esau say frosted flakes more nutritious than avocado.
What?
That was an article.
Yeah, because it was demonizing avocado. For
Frosted
avocado,
flakes is
then
more nutritious than avocado.
then they come and say avocado is a superfood.
And
This
I
is-
was select.
This is Sirach 39 and verse 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire,
Principal, chief things.
right? Also first,
Yeah.
water, fire, iron, and salt. Flour of wheat. But the wheat that they're giving you now is non-hybridized wheat, meaning it's not fermented. So it have the gluten or the lectin protein, right? That the stomach acid can't, certain people can't naturally break down. So it causes celiac disease, irritable bowel, and many other diseases, plenty allergens too, right?
And hey guys, that just decreases.
Can't. Honey, inflammation, as you say that, you saw a botch because it causes inflammation. It says,
So because our next article I was watching, they're showing you that diabetes started spiking around the same time when the food franchise, the
Yeah.
fast food franchise started becoming popular. Because of what? Because of the oil. The
One.
hydrolyzed oil.
that's one. Two, the flour.
No, well, there was with it. I'm talking about the article I watched
Alright,
now.
sorry.
So, what they were showing you like with the use of the hydrolyzed oil now, diabetes literally went on a spike, literally on almost a vertical spike. What they're showing you before the food franchise, you would have seen pictures with people on the beach by the pool and all of them slim and lean. But then when KFC, McDonald's, all of them come in, you start to see people obese, morbidly obese, all these things.
They had an article that I read too. That prior to the American franchises going into Mexico, everybody was healthy. When they went into Mexico, they get diabetes or what's the next one? With A, arthritis, all them different things, so-called all of a sudden become hereditary. Then they show you in a movie Branded, right, where the man went from the US, went across into Russia, and all the Russian girls were slim and trim and doing ballet and shit. And then over a period of years, when he started to market and bring the fast food across there, they became fat.
You notice how Mohammeds look? How much fat Mohammeds in this, how much fat Ammonites in this. You will see fat ones. But how much you will see, like when you watch TV, you will notice that they're all slim built. You will see some fat ones. But look at it, even down here, how much fat Mohammeds you will see. Those slim, if you watch what they're eating, you understand, there's always something.
It's be vegetable.
Sugar.
Oh, select, yeah. That's what I wanted to say too. With the fast food franchises, they put the wrong combinations together. So they give you fiber and they give you protein and starch. When they're supposed to give you protein and fiber. Right? So they give you protein and starch, so you make it's the wrong combination, so your body just storing it.
I think when you put sugar and fiber together, it is help break down the sugar thing. I think that is one good, but also like you're supposed to stay hydrated when you're taking fiber too.
Yeah.
Because oh gosh, your body needs to be hydrated to
That is why watermelon is a super.
Fiber is absorb water in your body. That's my bad.
That's why watermelon is a superfood. Because when you eat things like watermelon and pears and things, you realize that you just feel full because you're getting fiber and the water and the hydration.
Which is sucking in.
And they that true testimony I say here. At time me and my wife home, just so every morning we get up, pain every knees, you know? Like you get old age, like you can't walk.
Arthritis.
Arthritis. I said, but where is this way? So I started a question, she said, yeah, wait till you cooking you, eh? What happened? She started to take tin corn and started to use tin corn as salad and thing. And ultimately I said, hey, you see that tin corn? I don't eat tin thing. I told her, so I said, cut all that. And in a week or two pass, we come back to normal. So just to show that most of the diseases people have arthritis and all these things.
It's inflammation.
Cut out all them tin things that you see a big difference.
It's inflammation being formed. As I said, going back to the curses, you saw botch in the knee. When you look at the word botch, it goes into inflammation. When you go into arthritis, it's inflammation. So you had to know. You see, the truth is about you being circumspect. You have to know these things are not beneficial to the body.
Daniel's sin knowledge shall be increased.
Daniel was the one who ate pulse.
You understand? Look at how I mean I'm going back on TikTok again. Knowledge coming out via TikTok. Because and you know TikTok was Mosai invented TikTok for Jake. Jake expansion attention span. Real small. So you see them 10 seconds videos. As the scripture said, comprehended much with few words. That's how Jake learned. Everybody's a philosopher now because of TikTok.
For Kwam,
This is Ezekiel chapter 16 verse 27. Behold, therefore I have stretched out my hand over thee, and have diminished thy ordinary food, and delivered thee unto the will of them that hate thee, the daughters of the Philistines, which are ashamed of thy lewd way.
You're gonna sell like cakes and all them things. I tell you, I remember the first time I went on a sugar fast, and it's only after I come off that fast I realized what I was doing to my body. When I went to taste something with sugar, I was like, and that was something I was drinking like normal Sprite. I could not drink a bottle of Sprite. I had to throw half of it and fill it with water to drink the Sprite. Before I used to drink a 2-liter Sprite, I would drink that in one day, buy that for lunch and drink that within 2 hours. Telling you.
I'll finish off this Bible because Sirach 39 and verse 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, which is wine, and oil and clothing.
Yeah, oil, but what kind? Not hydrolyzed oil.
Not even soya oil, not plenty of them vegetable oil.
Yeah, them vegetable oil is not good. Them bean oils.
Yeah.
Them not good. Yeah, you understand? Well, natural coconut oil. You understand? I say make your own.
They're demonizing it right now, eh? Yeah. They're really demonizing natural coconut oil right now.
Because why? Because they don't want you to be healthy. Think about everybody now start to get healthy all of a sudden.
They will not make money in the pharmacy. They're not gonna make money by the doctors.
They're pay grand job. Because you can't pay them that money because the money not coming in. Everybody starts again.
You're not going to make money in education because when you go to college and you pay that big set of things to learn to become a doctor, a neurosurgeon, a specialist. All that. That's what they came. It says, and clothing and all these things are good for the godly. So to the sinner are they turned into evil. So what? Esau taken and turned it into evil. Right?
And the scripture says, by whom the way of truth shall be evilly spoken of. You understand? The Lord made plants, herbs out of the earth, and only a fool will abhor them. And Esau is a fool. Hey, for all you know, Esau is not even the fool that abhors them. He made Jake abhor them because he himself might go to herbal specialists for treatment. You understand? Because not even treatment for cure, because them pills is not cures, it's treatment.
Okay.
I was listening to a fella, they're saying eating too much meat, whatever the case is causing global warming. And the mighty say, you see, he was talking about somebody who say, you know, he's somebody from the Weather Channel. He said, I created the Weather Channel. He said that when they talking about global warming, they shit.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, he said basically this is a natural occurring thing that happens every now and then.
The scripture talk about the east wing. All these things, all the circuit. The wind have a circuit. Right? There are phenomena that happen. They have a circuit. When the scripture talk about the Lord hold back the winds for them to cross. Right? There's a cycle of things that the angels are in charge of.
Even putting the vial on the sun to increase the scorchment, all these things is basically most size is not what you eat, it's what the Lord doing at the end of the day.
Yeah. The scripture said this anyway, I won't leave it that one now. This is Sirach chapter 29 and verse 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame. This is also Sirach chapter 31 and 27. Wine is good as life to a man if it be drunk moderately. What is life then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad.
I was just going to say, I was only touching on that and food and things. Have a man who, when I was now getting into agriculture, he have something called 100% certified organic garden. He don't use no type of fertilizer whatsoever, pesticides whatsoever. And what he does do is he does fertilize his garden with 4 inches of organic compost, right? And he just practice something which is known to be the bacterial method. And he garden does grow on a 3/4 of an acre, like where he operating on. He just teach books and things, and the food does go in garden. The food does go only to like the pallet them castle and them and all them upper. That way the food does go to them just donate. When you look on the channel, who is he donate? People and them who donate to keep the channel and the thing running, it's them. Them eating that kind of food, it have no pee, it has certain things they can plant with certain things that pests not going and interfere with it. But there's a process of you have to get plenty of resources in terms of raw materials and things. We are normal man who looking to make money in that type of way, you wouldn't be able to source that in that kind of way. So he now, that just goes to show you that them not eating what is the normal man eating. Them eating good things.
So that she's talking about pesticide and things. TikTok again, I see a man using Coca-Cola for pesticides.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. As you were saying that too, remember the elites, what they do, they have 3 seed vaults in the world. The biggest and most famous one is the one in Siberia, right? Russia, right? Where they take the original, any nation to donate original, organic, non-GMO seeds. And they can withdraw at any time. But you cannot donate any GMO seeds. So they take all the original organic seeds from all over the world. But for now, because certain African nations, certain nations had famine and drought, and they went and withdraw. Right? So they let you withdraw for now. But really and truly, what my point is that they don't allow GMO seeds inside there. Why? Why? Because basically those seeds are for their post-apocalyptic NWO, New World Order, right? That's what they have them there for, right?
They don't want no sickness in the kingdom.
They don't want no sickness.
Exactly.
But they're feeding the masses with the sickness. They're good for you now. So they will put all them articles praising it now.
I read 69, I read 42, I read 83. Like the tomatoes we just have down here. Dali, all them things, they have a code name by it when you check it out. That's something called the original tomatoes, and they're taking longer to grow. To grow bigger, sweeter, everything better. Juicy. But it's not profitable. Who say they're not profitable? Them say it's not profitable.
It's not profitable because they don't have shelf life and mass production here. That's why.
Right? Probably people that get sick
Huh.
because everything have a season.
Well, I was just saying basically when they synthesizing the chemicals, they're taking the same DNA pattern using synthesized chemicals to make the same format in the medicine, right? So your body gonna mimic the healing, but ultimately it's not complete. So it's causing cancers. So it's the same thing with GMOs, right? GMOs will do you that. GMOs.
Everything have a season. Fowls. I'm sure naturally fowls have a breeding season.
The scriptures talk about everything in its season.
But you will always go on the shelf and get eggs.
And you always go and get orange juice.
As they talking about
Apples, pears, and grapes was seasonable.
Christmas time.
It's around Christmas time. But now you getting apples, pears, and grapes whole year through because what the
Tell
GMO.
them thing, right? Sure, you don't know what I'm doing to your body.
Yeah, you know, we know. We know,
outside.
but the scripture said my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge because what they reject the knowledge. They're rejecting the knowledge. Right? We know because the facts is there that we're sick. We're sick. The scripture say follow the old ways, the old paths, the methods of farming. We used to farm with what is wood manure. Yeah? Old dead trees. You take it up and make the compost heap. You peel your bananas, our food is fruit. Right? They tell you can't eat fruit, you can't have a whole fruit diet. If you have a whole fruit diet, you'll be mineral deficient. Shit, we grew up poor. You know, you eating avocado in season, you eating green fig in season, and all these different things. You understand? And what we still here, we for parents, we grandparents, and then we here now. But no, the fast way is convenient, and that fast convenient we're killing you. So like here, I was talking about the shelf with the tomatoes and these different things. What they do to get shelf life in order for it to ship. One of the things like in one of the world wars, I think it came out of, is that they wanted to get the sailors and them to have the produce out there long and far when they go out to fight war, right? They had to get food. So what they was doing, the scientists went into the lab and they started to take the genes of jellyfish from the Arctic and they mix it with the genes of the tomato, right? And they was able to get longer shelf life in the freezer so that when they take it out of the freezer, it doesn't wrinkle and decay, but they have that plump kind of fresh look. That's what they do. Jellyfish is an abominable food from the sea, according to the dietary laws. What am on?
Topic for the job, Sirach 30 and 25. The cheerful and good heart will have the care for his meat and diet.
Diet, the word diet it doesn't refer to what you eat or what you don't eat. Diet goes into lifestyle. Right? So the amount of time you eat, because that is always going to that. Eating once per day. Right? Because where you find that you have a cycle, and if you pay attention to your cycle, your body cycle, what Esau has created a society that lives to eat. But we're supposed to eat to live. For example, there are certain, like you go to the gym, there are certain trainers will tell you eat before you train. But they're going to eat the 3 or 4 hours before you train, let the food come in and digest, because what the food that you eat is energy. And when you go to train, you want to use that energy that was stored there to train. Right? But if you're eating 3 meals a day and you're not putting out the energy, what's going to happen? Your body's going to start to stop. If you're not eating at all, your body's going to what? Whenever you get resources, it's going to stop. So your body is a organism, a computer that how to say, it moves with the conditions that it's working with, right? It operates with the conditions that it's working with. So you need to understand your body, right, and work on. Read it over the precept again, Babakosha.
Sirach 30 and 25. It says, a cheerful and good heart.
The Hebrew word for heart is lab, which goes back to your mind. The word lab means mind. To have a cheerful mind. You have people out here, they bugged out. You know why? They're angry, they're depressed, all these different things. Food do that. Sugar does cause that. Sugar does cause depression. Sugar does cause schizophrenia, bipolar, all these different types of things. Because why? Because the body's in an acidic state. Go ahead.
It says, a cheerful and good heart will have the care of his meat and diet.
diet going back into lifestyle. So you're not supposed to be eating meat day and night, KFC, Royal Castle.
I was watching somebody show like with morning sickness and with women when they going in the feelings, always getting emotional and whatnot, and they limit on the hormones, and so basically that is actually not too much of a hormone but a lack of that is actually caused that. I think it's the estrogen level is too low, and it is caused that cause them to act that way. It's not too much of but lack of.
And same thing with men, because what they're feeding you with you're cooking food with soybean oil. Soybean causes estrogen. So soya is not something good for men. So you have plenty emotional rascals out here. You check it out, you can't even have a conversation with them. They say, fire burn thing. Because the emotional kind of that soya they're eating.
Remember when you were talking about they say that 20 years ago testosterone level of a
male?
Well, no. Compared to 20 years ago, the testosterone level of a 20-year-old now is the same as a 50-year-old 20 years ago, something like that. Yeah. Understand? So they do all kind of things to weaken.
A next way that they give you estrogen, you see these plastic bottles, BPA, they have the chemical in the plastic through leaching via, like you see, you store the water in the bottles or the juice, whatever, and then the sunlight hits it and thing, it leaches across into the water, and that synthesized chemical causes a synthesized estrogen. So the plastics that we use, think the way they talk about iron, the vessels that we cook in, stainless steel, let's give you not stainless, yes, aluminum, let's give you fucking let's give you a poison in your brain, huh? Autism and Asperger's, right? That aluminum, yeah.
Like aluminum foil, especially like when you're food in it and eat it.
Yeah.
I forget it is these chemicals in the food. You're not supposed to.
Yeah, the plastics. The foil, people love to bake and cook. I mean, it is for a good convection in the oven to cook your food faster, your meats faster, but it's poison. So what people tend to do is that you might use a Pyrex dish and you line it with wax paper and then wrap the foil over that. So you have a barrier between the foil and the food. Or I see them doing cling wrap too, and the cling wrap don't melt.
Even the preservatives who is using them are cancerous.
Okay.
Let's call them carcinogens.
Okay.
Preservatives, where it is used to preserve foods to make them have long shelf lives. And it's known, they've known to be carcinogens. You understand? In the juice, in your food, you know, things that are not supposed to, that not naturally long lasting. Like you would notice, like you're going to a grocery and you buy juice and you watch the expiry date, it lasts for about 3-4 months. But then when you go by those small businesses and you buy the natural fruit juice, they tell you how to use within 3 days. And naturally, that is how when you take orange and make juice, within 2 or 3 days, it's gonna start to spoil. You understand? So all the chemicals that is spraying it, you know, the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, what it is do, it's just
it's a law.
That
They just permit.
bought.
Yeah.
You understand? Just aspartame. Your food shows that they bought, because aspartame, it have no health benefits. And I think it's 91 different.
Could be found for edification sake in diet sodas and sugar-free gum, right? You see things like
where they sell it in church in rituals.
Splendid, the sugar, splendid, yeah. That's aspartame, right? Another thing, as you were saying, that the Food and Drug Association allows, like in Trinidad, you go to Subway sells the Subway bread, right? That has azo dicarbonate. Azo dicarbonate is the same chemical rising agent that is used to make foam, slippers, mats, beds. Is a chemical rising agent. They ban it in Europe and Australia. You understand? Azo dicarbonate. You can look it up. When you look at the package, you're talking about the ingredients. When you look at the package of, you even go to buy seasoning, right? The little herbs, the little seasoning that we buy, you will see this, you will see the different chemical names, and then you will also see this is an anti-cracking agent or anti-bonding agent, all these different things. Them is carcinogen. So it's best to grow your shit, right? And cook with them fresh. Take your kitchen garden and you go out and pick it up and thing. As if you could afford to.
And next thing too, probably they pump in the air and the water with more chemicals, because I remember growing up in my youth, always catching butterflies, but catching butterflies was a sport. Now you can't even see a butterfly in the kitchen. Are you sure Popo never see a butterfly like that?
Ramya. You're Ramya.
These days you have the same bees.
Yeah, remember when we was growing up, we used to see the little twig caterpillar cocoon. They don't see that again.
Jack in the box.
Yeah.
They used to call it Jack in the box. It was out again.
Hey, Shalom, Mark. Yeah,
Well, I think you see them 24 lizards.
You what? You what?
Them 24 lizards.
24 hours, yeah, they are wrong. They're seasonable too. What I realized in my garden, in my yard, is that you won't see them for a season, but as I'm doing the planting, as I'm digging up the soil and thing, you will see the eggs. And then when the season come around, they will hatch, and then you will see them come out, and they'll continually be digging holes in the yard.
Like the scripture saying, better not to marry. When this information come out, it's like, boy, better you eat. Because, as you say, them chemicals, when they take them chemicals, the diffusion, right? They go in and the stomata of them plants, the leaf of them plants, and they go in and basically pulling all of them chemicals also.
Yeah, that's it. That's what Esau doing. That's what chemtrails is about. Because the chemtrails, they're killing your crop too. Right? All these new pests and shit. It's through chemtrails too.
Rain flies. I back in it about 2 to 3 years now. Me seen the rain flies now.
You know what rain flies are, right? You know what rain flies? Termites. Right? I wish we continue not seeing that. But termites.
Normally, as rainy season come here, you get our first rain.
Yeah. Like yesterday and today, the sky would have been full with rain flies. Especially, you know when you used to see it plenty? You see when these like poles was wood, they used to be living in that. So you used to see them plenty.
Even up by the yard, man, I see like market for 2-3 years, all through the COVID, all that rain, and flood and thing, and I see.
Right, well, it's I mean, you're saying that eradicate, it's in fully.
I was up to that, I didn't see.
Yeah.
Get everything extinct slowly, because I was reading one of the encyclopedias have, and they say as soon as Esau dropped down here, in less than 400 years, it have a bird basically almost tall as the ostrich. Right? It's extinct.
The dodo bird, the dodo bird in Australia, they kill it out.
So within 400 years span, I was reading that book, they have a lot of birds that actually gone extinct. You understand? That's why they have like the oil bird all up in a remand thing underneath protection laws. Because Esau basically just come over here and pick up everything.
Here what the scripture say, this is Mark 13 and 20. And except that the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be. He had shortened the days.
Because also what you do when he takes certain animals out of the food web or the food chain, he destroys the whole ecosystem.
Yeah, because it's a balance. You know, you can't say.
Isaiah chapter 14 and 7, it says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fella is come up against us.
No fella is somebody who has cut the tree. They went into the Amazon. That's what they was doing the other day. They wanted to go into the Amazon, right? That was before COVID. They wanted to go into the Amazon, cut down the trees, which they started to do to create palm. Do a palm to start planting palms of the Amazon. They had a lawsuit against them and they won. Yeah. And what ended up happening is that after that, the natives recorded seeing lasers being shot from space, right? And that's how the Amazon was caught on fire. Yeah, the Amazon fires, because for generations, years upon years, it never had no big fire in the Amazon like that.
He's trying to basically terraform the earth.
Yeah, but the thing is, it has to have some kind of extreme heat to cause the Amazon to be on fire. Because for me, the Amazon is green forest. You understand? It's green forest. They ain't catching fire just so.
Which
the outer atmosphere.
The light of the sun.
They have satellites out there.
Some of the trees so dense, right, that sunlight can't even penetrate. right?
The scriptures talk about the sun when you go.
Like the next day they stop on global warming. But cutting down the trees. You think that would cause global warming because like if you ever pass through, like if you're coming down a river old road and you pass through forested area,
Cool.
It's gonna feel
Cool.
Because why? It's trap moisture.
Can't.
You understand?
It basically acts like a magnet for
You
rain.
understand? And on top of that too, it's talking about carbon emission, too much carbon. Cutting down the trees will cause too much carbon to be in the atmosphere.
They talk.
Because the trees just absorb carbon and release oxygen. You understand? But then your factories and your cars, they release carbon in the atmosphere. So then what is it really trying to say?
Too much on human being.
Problem is the solution. It's the human population.
You didn't know the cows now?
Killing the cows or cut.
Say like, you're telling the farmers that the cows like that, they put a pump like that, and they cover down the cows.
Yeah, they put the mask on the cow
Yeah.
and a pampers or some shit too.
But it's saying that the cow actually like when, I forget the
CO2.
name of the
Methane?
right. And that cow.
That's not what I don't think methane was the one why they put it in the mask.
Cow shit
Because-
is actually make methane gas.
Right, so that was not going to say. So the one with the mask over the cow, that wasn't for the methane, that was for the CO2, carbon emission.
dioxide, yeah.
The methane, what they doing, they cut on the side of the cow, right? And they cut on the side of the cow, and they put they put in a hole, a plug, and then they lighten at a fire. So they had the methane from the colon of the cow, they had the gas in the cow now. So they're burning off the thing. So you seen cows with flames coming out on the side because they put in a hole straight into the colon. Right, putting a plug on it and then they lighten our gas a fire. He was a damn devil, boy. He was a damn devil.
Because I remember when I was going to school, we had a whole, like a folder. MBS.
Yeah.
They're telling you how to make from the simplest to the most intricate, detail by detail. And one of the simple ones was using methane gas from cow shit. Understand? Taking it, putting it in a paint pan and compress it in it, let the methane gas build up. And I think it is actually become shock sensitive. So like
Yeah, that's very unstable. I was going to say
yeah,
that. Because I will we
vibration
don't
to
deal with
make
that.
it
No, it's just unstable because what they're doing is doing something called anaerobic digestion. So it's going to be digesting itself from the cellular level, and it's going to be.
I think human shit can actually.
That I tell you that we don't deal with that. Well, who come by me? Whoever come and work by me. I know Kwana come and work by me, right? In recent times, you remember the two big tanks, the two big concrete tanks?
Yeah.
Right, they have anaerobic digestion going inside of there. So what has happened is produce a byproduct, produce a liquid we call supernatant. Let's have good bacteria to eat bad bacteria, right? Let's release that back into the treatment of sewage, right? And then the gas, there is methane, H2S gas. H2S gas and it's low, let me say low concentration, low concentration. They will smell like rotten eggs. In high concentrations, you might just get a whiff. If you just walk into a high concentration one time, you're not going to smell nothing, you'll just pass out. You'll just pass out and die.
Hey, as I watch them drinking water, you drink water and all. Now water poisonous.
Yeah.
You might say it's acidic, but it's literally poisonous. Because if you ever like own fish, you can't put fish in tap water. You die. In through the mouth, through the gills. And they will die if you put them in tap water.
Yeah, because tap water, we have the add carbon. Not chlorine only. Chlorine is just a disinfectant agent. Chlorine is not the killer there. Because in tap water, when water treatment, you chlorinate and you dechlorinate, you take out chlorine. Right? Chlorine is and chlorine is when you use chlorine in water treatment, you don't use chlorine hypochlorite, you use chlorine gas. So when you put the gas in and then you take the gas out, right? that's just a kill the bad bacteria. That's a kill everything. Kill chlorine is going to kill every fucking thing. Right? It's kill. Nothing no get spared by the part. Right, it's put in different carbons and it's put in alum. Alum is a compound made out of aluminum and other. That is what them other things is what is
So if you boil the water, the pipe water is actually more dangerous.
If you boil the water, all that's going to happen, it will kill again.
Dead water you're drinking?
Right, it's dead water because it's lacking in minerals and things. It will kill. Minerals don't really die. Minerals don't die. Minerals is minerals because you will eat something, shit it out, and the minerals in the shit. So you're using minerals to fertilize again, right? So the dead is dead water because it lack the minerals, it lack the nutrients. So if you have a high mineral diet or minerals in a diet, you find you have a regular bowel movement. When you lack it, you don't really have that type of bowel flow. When you drink spring water, you realize just go to the toilet more. Understand it? Check it out. Check yourself. Spring water and rainwater, just go to the toilet more. I don't recommend you drink rainwater in these times. But the spring water that come from natural springs, you will go off. You'll go off more. You ain't gonna die, but you'll just go off more because the minerals there. Yeah. What happened though? How we so do the thing? You can get all the minerals back. You just have to buy the different filters. You see when people that have water filters in their house, you have to buy the filters first to filter out the fucking silt and sediment that has come. You have to filter out that first, and then after that you might see they have trees. That's adding back the minerals.
I want this thing, like I noticed.
Right, that's the white scale, that's basically a calcium and lime build-up. Right? Again, from the carbons and thing in the water treatment. That's how the water treatment.
Box, you understand? Because they try to basically like the chemicals that they put in there to engineer whatever
Weather control.
Yeah, same thing as what Bill Gates doing.
Weather control, all the diabolical plants. All the diabolical plants.
Putting vaccines and plants and all these kind of things underneath the mRNA. It's basically saying that the most
You see,
true, right? When you're now born, you can get every job.
vitamin K, the vitamin K shot.
You say that the most side make people imperfect and you have to perfect them.
research shot and all this kind of shit.
Right. Concerning the water, saying that the most high water ain't good, you see, so problem is that for water to be living, it had to be flowing. So, but water is living. Cause I mentioned that earlier already. Cause we ways to treat, right? One of the ways is ponds. So, like when you're passing by Trinity, you probably realize if you're coming west to Port of Spain, on the left hand side there's a pond. If you're going east, you're going to be on the right. Trinity or Pool, you're going to be on the right. Them is treatment ponds. That is aerobic ponds, right? Aerobic. Motors with fans underneath that's going to churn up the water so that oxygen can get to come in, right? When you go by Malabar, the big plant there, Bitum, and plants, we have those things set up in concrete tanks. And you will drown. How they design? They design for no buoyancy. They design for settling, right? So what has happened in the treatment? When you feed the bacteria, good bacteria, right? When you feed them fresh wastewater, right? What they're going to do? The bacteria, like humans, they eat and they defecate. That defecation it comes like, you know, when ice melt, where they see the glass and everybody just call it chlorine. That's not chlorine, right? There's fluctuation. It come like that, right? It is defecate and it be brown, right? When you watch it good, it look like clear water and you see this brown thing in it, right? That is settled to the bottom and you just pump that out. Pump that out, dry that, and that has come like a manure, right? It's actually take it and fertilize plants with that, all the minerals and shit inside of that, right?
You use that same philosophy when you take your blood to test. You want a test with 2 bottles, a blood culture test. So you use 2 bottles, one aerobic, one anaerobic, one air, one air. An atmosphere to see what bacteria affecting your body. Oh my God,
Yeah, so it's the same thing. So anaerobic is the one without air, aerobic is with air. So that thing with the methane, the cow shit in the container, right? That's anaerobic, right? That's anaerobic. And the one with the cow shit, with the one where add air is aerobic, right? So basically, that's it.
Book of Job chapter 9 verse 24 says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yeah, where if not, where and who is he? The wicked is Esau, the ruler of the earth, right? The scripture say that he accomplished a diligent search, right? This man searched everything out, everything now, and that's what is called his science. That's his science. But the Lord said what? His science is so falsely called. You understand?
To be splicing them genes in them animals to make liger. And this thing that I send in the group look like a monkey, rabbit shit. I don't even know what it is. You understand?
They call it a chimera. Those things they call chimeras.
And nothing can endure except that thy will. Them things don't live long.
They don't live. Yeah, they can't reproduce and they don't live long.
But that is not the Lord will.
Well,
Now, yeah, you could breed things of the same genus family, but natural.
And thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and to them.
By not giving the earth a rest. Sources, and then all these chemtrails fucking up ecosystems that are actually good for the economy and everything like that. He destroying the earth. You understand? Weakening the earth. Then when he done, he want to justify by saying the world overpopulated and people getting rich. But he's the one that actually give people also that kind of glutton spirit, because people also act as
These are the children. It says, and these are the children of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anna. This was that Anna that found the mules in the wilderness as he fed the asses of Zibeon his father.
there's a horse and an ass together and mule. And when they go into mules can use mule with ass or mule with horse.
You should make fun of him.
And nobody did that. Nobody wants to be part of that.
Rest in peace. That dialysis. To the heathen.
You see what the heathen doing? Well, the people in heathen, the 16th, you see they cutting up, they're plucking and cutting up Kobo and selling it now.
Yeah.
I think there's an old picture they were showing, they was doing that in Venezuela. That was around 2020, I think. They showed it and they say they're doing it in Pinal.
Yeah.
I think there's an old thing. I see that in 2020, I believe. And they said the guys were doing it in Spanish and then doing it in Venezuela.
They're bleaching it.
Alright, so with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakodash. Double honor to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Citation to the elect, brethren in this walk in truth and sincerity, because the forecast of the planet Earth, risking their lives to do so. Mawat Lababal, Abad Babal, DTA. Shalom.